Hi, and welcome back to Better Than Chocolate. We are a show for women, about women. And if you think you've heard it before, wait to hear our lineup. I'm going to introduce you now to the chocolate couch. On the end, I have Debbie. In between Debbie and my next guest is Flora. This is Christina. And I am your host, Frankie. So girls, how was your week?
Busy.
Busy? Had a lot of things to do?
Always.
Anybody do anything fun? What'd you do?
I used some of the products that we were working on last week.
And how were they?
Fabulous. Yes, I liked the lubes that we had. There were some very, very nice textures and some interesting flavors.
Did you have a favorite?
The end result was the favorite.
Very nice. Always nice to know that the products we featured do work.
They do.
And Flora, did you have any fun? Did you go out? Did you meet
I didn't have any end products, if that's what you're looking for.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm still absorbing. I have the book by my bed and I haven't opened it yet, but...
Okay, well today, this is what we're talking about. We are going to talk about erotica versus porn and what the differences are and what maybe we can use out of each one. We're going to talk about oils versus lubes because each can cross over into its own little world, so we'll see which ones work. We're going to talk about waterproof toys. There are some limitations on waterproof, so you're going to want to know what's going on. Our special guest today is Jana Rain. Jana owns A Woman's Good Night, which is an online erotic website. She's got lots to say about that, so we'll have to just wait until she's here. We'll talk to her personally. And of course, we've got mail. You love us and we love you too. So we're going to sample some of your questions and of course, give away some goodies. So we're going to talk about all these things in a few minutes, but right now we're going to take a break. We'll be right back. And welcome back. So as promised, we're going to talk about erotica versus porn. Now, I don't know what your preconceptions are of the two, so I want to hear what you guys think about it first. What do you think the difference might be?
Between erotica and porn.
I would think the difference is actually an intent.
Intent?
Right, so erotica is actually, in my mind, telling the whole story and sort of, building up that chemistry between whoever's participating in the erotica, where to me pornography is just all about the act of just
do that, yeah.
It's all about
doing it.
It's all about that.
And that's that. I'm paraphrasing, but that's kind of my impression. I don't know what you guys think.
I think erotica is more like, in general, like sensuality, as opposed to porn, which might contain sensuality if they're able to do it, but porn is more like a visual stimulation. Is that words? Stimulation. Come on, make up words. Yeah, so visual stimulation just to see, and then you just get automatically aroused. But I think erotica, I'm just guessing, is more about like everything that's sensual. So like a girl going like this, or like, you know what I mean? Like anything that could be perceived as sensual. Sure. What about you?
Well, I'm up on that for the erotica, all being about sensuality. And porn seems to evolve. No, it hasn't really evolved. It's also coming from a more male-dominated area. We've made a lot of strides in the last 60 years, but I feel that sensual erotica is more based for ladies, whereas pornography is getting the money shot. That's basically, when you cut it down, I haven't seen, not that I'm watching a lot, but I haven't seen anything in that line that I would ever say that they had a great storyline, or I felt anything other than disgust, like this is crap.
Because men are more visual, right?
Well, that is true. That porn was originally designed for men, still is. That's the case. Erotica is designed for women, by and large. There are other people that like erotica, gay men, for example. They tend to like it. They're not so much into the hard porn. I don't know, I guess.
Really?
Yeah, they like the pretty shots.
Really? Well,
Yes.
it's nice. Yeah, I can see that.
But when porn was first came out, of course, it had a storyline. And that went by the wayside as soon as videotape came along. It was no longer reel to reel. And as soon as that came along, all the storylines, all the scripting, all the acting went out the window, and it became all about the money shot.
That's what it is.
When did that happen? Like, how long ago was that?
It's very mid-'80s, around
Okay,
the mid-'80s, very
okay.
early to mid-'80s. They had the last of the golden age of porn.
For reel to reel, and it went to video. And that was the end of that. Vivid and people like that just took it over, and I'm sure they do great work, but I've not seen anything fantastic come from them in a while. So
The other thing that I get from porn versus erotica is male self-gratification is with the pornography, whereas they don't need to be wooed. Where a woman is the more sensual of the two creatures, and or a gay fellow, and they will go for the softness, the wooing, the storytelling, the look in the eyes, the body movement, the breath. Whereas pornography, it's like, come here, and that's it.
Yeah, the piece of livery man shows
So
up in
it's
the
more a
end of the
man's
story.
thing is pornography, whereas the erotica is more female. And they're probably, I don't know, maybe it's something for us to check out, is who has directed erotica? Are there female directors? Or are they male directors?
Funny you
as
should
opposed
mention
to
that.
pornography?
there are. There's a couple out there that are for women. There's one by a company called Candida Royale. She has done some nice stuff. It's all beautifully shot, well lit, nice scenes, and actually has a script to it, which is nice. There's another one, I believe it's called Lady Luck or Lucky Lady, one of the two. They also do nice scenery, do the nice script setting up so that there's an actual storyline to follow. There's a fellow by the name of Andrew Blake. He does a lot of hard porn, but he also does erotica. He is very, very well known in the industry for shooting anything that is just stunning scenery.
And it's very, very tastefully done. He's very respectful of his actresses and does a really good job of, bringing her into the scene, and rather than just getting all the scenes through as fast as you can. So, but erotica, being designed for women mostly, also involves a lot of the romance, a lot of the softer stuff, a lot of the, oh honey, you're so sweet, and yeah, get a little bit of that, and maybe not so much of the hardcore, as you put it.
Skipping the preliminaries?
Is it fair though that we're saying that men? Because don't you think like the need for sensuality or the storyline?
It could be a dimension in females and males, gay men, gay females. Like, I just think that it's kind of, I don't know if it can sit right thinking that, okay, men like it, and girls like it, like, I just think that there's a dimension. Because don't you think that, like, there are some guys that want to be finessed and some women that don't want to finesse and just want to get, you know what I mean? So,
I'm sure there's a range between both.
yeah, there's definitely a
much more
crossover.
so.
Let's just get that out. I just want to
But
get that out.
the predominant, the larger is that way.
Absolutely. And I guess I'll learn that over time.
Yes, honey. When you reach my age and you're fossilizing.
All right.
Well, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back. And now that we've talked all about erotica, we're going to start talking about some oils and lubes. So stay right there. We'll be right back. Hi, and welcome back. So as promised, we're going to talk about some lubes and oils and the differences between the two. So,
Have you ever used massage oil or the lubes as massage oil?
I've never used the lubes as massage oil.
I've never used massage oil.
okay. There's a couple differences to note. One is to really make sure you read the ingredients, because if you have a latex allergy, a lot of oils, massage oils, are made with banana leaf oil, which will set off anybody with a latex allergy. So really watch the ingredients. Also watch the ingredients for things like straight up petroleum-based products. They're not going to come out of your sheets, girls, sorry. You're going to be stuck with stains on your sheets. Oil doesn't come out. Most of them are based with silicone now, so that warm water soap, take them right out.
Or just the silicone's friendly for the body? Silicone is far more friendly for the body than a petroleum product.
Okay.
Petroleum product's really not good. Baby oil meant for babies. It's not meant to go inside.
I wasn't thinking of
What about
that.
like olive oil? Olive oil, sometimes I moisturize with olive oil.
I don't know if you really want to use olive oil internally either. It's just not designed for that.
Use it internally, I'm just saying.
If you want to massage with olive oil, that's fine.
Yeah.
You'd have a very, very salady smell. It'd be great.
You know, that could just, I mean, people could just take that in all kinds of ways.
So when you buy massage oil, again, you want to read the ingredients. And the ingredients should list water as one of the first ingredients. Should also list silicone and or a derivative thereof fairly quickly in the ingredient list. There shouldn't be 20 ingredients in there either. Most massage oils are simply scented. They're not flavored. So
you're just really not meant to be using this internally. This is for massage.
that's just for massage. That is what it's meant for. If you're looking for something to play, you're going to want to look for something like this. This
Yeah, we
is
saw this.
a play oil in which you can massage it on, lick it off if you want to. It's all flavored, it's all good. Also, you can get that one.
This is raspberry.
That can go internal if you want to. It's okay. There's not enough sugar in there to actually cause any damage or to, you know, just know the viscosity level of that is going to be pretty low.
Yeah, this is not very.
It's going to break down pretty fast.
We should do a show on massage technique.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure we're going to get there.
We'll definitely get
Okay,
there one day.
all right.
Yeah.
Because you guys looked at oils, but what about, like, well, okay, I got the oil,
Well, yeah, what are you going to do with it?
you know?
Just over here, back here a little bit.
I was saying too, lubricants can be used as massage oils, especially silicone ones, because they are full of silicone. So using one of these, especially the flavored ones with the silicone base, fabulous as massage oils.
Oh.
So just a little tip.
So then why would you get a massage oil? As opposed
Glycerin.
to just a nice silicone-based.
Different scents. You know, a lot of the flavored lubes are very candy tasting, and you may not want to smell like candy.
Yeah, good point.
Yeah. So especially if you're massaging a fellow, we don't want to smell, you know, like, you know, cotton candy or something.
That's a good point.
And finally, I also have a special treat. These are massage oil candles. So as you can smell, this one happens to be lavender. And I want you all to do this little test with me. And just so you at home can see, that's really lit. It's really going. So I want you to put your finger in it. Okay?
Really?
Yeah?
Okay.
It's not hot.
Oh, you mean it's a massage candle?
It
So
is.
it melts and creates an
It
oil.
creates an oil, and that
Oh,
is.
feel that, and it's warm.
It's warm.
Oh, duh.
You can pour that on
Oh, it's
slowly.
warm.
Pour it on slowly. It makes a really nice massage oil. Fabulous moisturizer as well. It is a soy-based candle, so therefore it doesn't burn as hot as a paraffin wax candle.
Oh,
And it goes on warm.
And it's warm. So can you imagine, you know, you got your partner all nice and naked.
So would you be able to
that
like
one's half empty, Frankie.
Yes. Well used and loved.
Wow. So can you just pour it directly from the?
You can. You want to pour slowly
So
because
silly.
otherwise
Yeah, it's all
you,
over the place.
you blow out the candle.
And that, yeah, and then just that.
And it just goes right back to being solid as soon as it's cold. So it's a drizzle
I
effect.
want.
It's a little
I want one
potent
of
though
those.
for me. I think the smell is a little potent.
But I'm sure there's
Everybody has
choices. I'm sure there's.
different- Yeah.
There are other scents. This one happens to be lavender. Also great if you have somebody who has problems sleeping. Lavender massage.
Don't you cry. Mama's gonna sing.
Lullaby. Oh, I like that.
Yeah.
I want one of those.
So that's you know the kinds of things you want to look for when you want to do massage toys.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
The texture too. It has.
Yeah, it is actually really nice. It just, yeah, it's not like wax.
Yeah. The other thing to make sure you watch for on the back of the bottle is always check for expiry dates.
Oh, good
Because
point.
they do expire, especially oils. They will turn rancid, especially
Ew.
flavors. Never.
Really?
Never good. Yeah.
Oh.
So we learned something.
Yeah.
So you're gonna spend anywhere
So get it,
between.
use it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Don't let it sit there, girls. Use it. Anywhere between $30 and about $50 to $60 for massage oils. Anywhere in there was your price range. All right.
Nice. Thank you.
Okay. So we are going to go to commercial, and when we come back, we're going to start talking about some waterproof toys. Hi, and welcome back. As promised, we're going to talk about some waterproof toys. So, waterproof. does not mean you can take it down 30 feet and have at her. Don't do it.
Oh, damn.
Waterproof means it has been sealed in such a way that the batteries don't get wet, the cording inside doesn't get wet, and they're usually silicone. So it usually means that they are quite rubbery, like your rubber ducky.
Like in the
better.
shower, waterproof.
Yes.
Okay.
And the idea with waterproof toys is when you buy them, check the packaging because they will usually say waterproof or splashproof. They do not mean the same thing. Splashproof are toys like the Fukoyuko glove, which is a material that you can, use for a variety of functions. But you can get it wet. It's not going to hurt it. You can splash it. You can get it wet. You can get oil on it. You can do whatever you want. It's hand washable. But don't take this into the shower. Maybe don't take it into the water. All these fingers have the little pads at the end, and they all have little vibrators.
And they all vibrate.
Every single one vibrates.
Oh my God. Okay, they can't see this, but that's like 5 magic bullets.
Oh yeah.
That's amazing.
Magic
All right,
bullets.
so you've got the bullets going, and can you change the intensity of that?
Yes, there's 2 settings. It sounds like a swarm of bees. I'll warn you.
Okay, now that's more intense.
Yes.
That's RoboCop.
And so you can buy, and this is a right-handed one. You can get.
Yes. This
can
is a
get-
right-handed one. They
Can you
come
get
in
left?
Right or left. They
You
come
buy
in
the pair?
black, and they come in pink.
Okay, and so you can have like
So
double
you can
vibrating digits.
You can have double the fun. Check that out.
So you can massage with that, and you can play with that.
So what do they run about in cost?
These ones, they start at about 100 to 120, depending on where you buy it. And they do have smaller versions of the Fukoyuko as
Yeah, it's
well. You
huge.
can get the 3-finger version or just the single-finger version.
How do you turn it? Oh, there it is.
So like you could really
Switch
gear
right at
up.
the end.
Yeah, I'm looking.
If you brought everything from all the episodes, you could speak in full sexual regalia.
Oh my God, this is really
That's too much.
too much, huh?
Yeah, that's too much.
Toys and lubes and all that, like those are all not necessary, but an addition, right? Like you know how like being there, having 2 people or something is necessary, but you can't just. I don't know.
could. You could take this little guy into the shower. Why couldn't you? He's a solo toy. You could also use him in the shower with somebody else.
Oh, the light bulb just went on.
Yeah.
No, I'm just saying no. If I take this guy in the shower and have another guy in the shower.
Sure. What's the point of this guy?
Oh dear, darling.
Oh gosh,
What?
that's a whole new episode.
That's a whole other. Yeah. There's plenty of opportunities.
Because you can just doesn't seem like I would need 2 guys.
Because if you're actually having sex in the shower and you're already pushed up against the shelf or the wall, Gail, I'll paint you a picture.
Okay, do it. Let's do that. Close my eyes.
Okay, you may not have the opportunity to use your hands to stimulate yourself manually. That's what that's for. Or you could use it on him.
There's lots of opportunities
long arms,
there.
honey.
So you're saying that if you were in the shower making love, you said that you'd have to stimulate yourself and you might not have the So is that a giver now? Is that a giver? Like you
Just to touch yourself?
No, I mean like that you would need that as well.
Like
You don't need any.
You
of
don't-
these
you
extra
don't-
things.
yeah.
They're
Some
just
people
added
do
elements.
though. Some people need a little more.
Can you climax without doing that?
Sure you can.
Okay.
But not everybody can. Some people
Okay,
need. Some people
okay.
need a little more help.
Okay, and there number 2 comes in as your help. Okay.
So that's everything we know about waterproof toys. Check the labels. Some will say splashproof or waterproof. Make sure you buy the one you want. And go with either silicone or latex for semi-submergible or splashproof cloth-like ones if you want to just have some fun and get it wet. All right? That's great. Well, we are going to take a break and we're going to come back with Jana Rain and from A Woman's Good Night. And we're back, as promised, with Jana Rain from A Woman's Good Night. Hi, Jana. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Frankie.
That's great. So, tell me about A Woman's Good Night. What is it?
It's a website that marries good old-fashioned storytelling with the modern product of the internet and erotica. The purpose is very much like Better Than Chocolate, to educate, to empower, and to entertain. And what we offer women is erotic short stories, professionally written, professionally voiced. And you can download a story, listen on your own, listen with your partner, have a little fun.
Oh, that sounds fantastic. Now, you said professionally voiced. Are you using voice actors?
Using voice artists.
Artists.
We don't encourage them to act the story. I like to use the old way of telling the story, the intimacy of a story being told to you as opposed to being acted to you. There's always that separateness when you act something. It's almost like being on the stage. Because what we're trying to achieve is you're sitting there cuddled up with your lover, and your lover says, let me tell you a great story. And so although the stories are professionally written, the voice artist then takes it and makes it their own and tells you that story and tells it as if they're telling it to one person. So that when you listen to the story, you feel like that's all they're telling it to. It's just you.
Okay.
Or you and your partner.
Oh, that's fantastic. I have to be honest, guys, I did actually check out her site.
Quickly, the website.
It's awomansgoodnight.com.
Now, what else, like what maybe inspired this? I'm curious as to what brought you into doing the online stories.
After many years of being married, I found myself single. I have to admit, I was missing sexual contact and entertainment, but I wasn't ready for a man yet. And so I started looking on the internet one night after work, kind of seeing what was there, found some erotic stories. I had read a lot of erotica in the past, the various compendiums, the best of, etc. And the erotica series years ago. And so I found a few things on the internet that I liked, but you have to kind of hunt to find the good erotica. I mean, there are some great sites, but there's lots of others out there that offer a lot of things that are more tailored to men than a woman's taste. Mm-hmm. And so I did some reading, and I thought, this is not quite what I want. I want more than that. And one night I was cuddled up in front of the TV watching a movie, and in the movie, the boyfriend and the girlfriend are sitting on the couch, and he fishes a harlequin romance out of the couch and starts reading her a passage, a fairly erotic passage. And it's very central moment. I thought, that's what I want. I want somebody to read me that story. So that's where the idea originally came from. I kind of played with it a bit for a few months, talked to my friends about it, around the table over a glass of wine. My girlfriends and I sort of helped me bring the whole idea together.
Oh, that's nice. Now, do you have guy and women, men and women doing the voice artisting?
Yes.
Artisting?
Yes, we have both male and female voice artists, and we choose them specific to the story.
Okay.
So if a story is told in first person, then it needs to be a female voice. But if it's told in third person, and depending on the nature of the story, I use a male voice. And I find that the voices appeal sort of 50-50, depending on the kind of mood you're in or the voice you like. When I started the idea originally, I spoke to my sister about it, and she said, oh, Sean Connery could do it for me reading the phone book, because his voice. And so I thought, okay, we have to have both. And it's worked well.
Great. And how long has your site been up?
We actually just really launched last November 2008. So we're fairly new.
So fairly new. Are you getting a fair amount of hits? Are you seeing an increase, decrease?
Every month the traffic is increasing. We've managed to partner with a variety of other great websites out there that appeal to women, and women with a very positive sex attitude. We're being very selective as to which sites that we do link with, including your own.
Nice.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break and we're going to be right back with more from Jenna. And we're back and we're still having a really good time with bedtime stories. So tell me, what is the content of some of these stories?
We've taken the stories and categorized them in 6 different groups, depending on the type of story. So you can peruse the site and go, okay, I want something really risky tonight, or I want something tame. I'd like something that's very romantic, or something that's about that chance encounter, that person you'll only ever see once and sex happens. So we give the audience an opportunity to choose, both the nature of the story and the explicitness. And so explicitness goes from a 1 to a 5. So you can really tailor your experience to what you want. The stories have...
It's like dial up the level of
Exactly.
Exactly. Cool, I like that.
So when you peruse the story, you can, the site rather, you can listen to a 1-minute segment of each. So you can see if the voice appeals as well. You can read a description of the story, so you know really what you're getting. I find women Women are very conscious consumers. They want to know what they're getting before they buy something.
What is the average cost?
The stories run from $2.95 American to $6.95 American. 10 minutes. The 10-minute ones we call our quickies. And then the rest are about 20 to 30 minutes. So the story you can sink your teeth into.
So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about mail. Hi, and welcome back. We had a great time talking to Jenna, and now we've got mail. All of you sent us mail. We're going to answer it. All right. So our first question today is, you ladies have great toy segments. What is the best way to take care of my toys? Cleaning and storage.
Oh, that's a great question.
Yeah. I have some definite thoughts. There's, of course, toy cleaner. You can purchase it at any store. This one is a spray on and rinse off. You can also buy the spray on and leave on if you want.
Oh.
But you can also use antibacterial soap and water.
Are they alcohol based or what are they based?
The toy cleaners are mostly alcohol based. The ones that are stay on are not alcohol based. I'm not sure what the chemical is that goes into it, but you can leave it on and it won't cause any discomfort later. But you always let them air dry. Whether you wash it with soap, whether you spray them, always let them air dry and then put them away.
When you say air dry, not like with a towel, take it.
Nope. Air dry. If you've got a bathroom cabinet that nobody snoops in.
And that's one of those things when you've got younger children. You kind of have to be careful what's hanging out in the bathroom.
Absolutely.
Or where you're air drying anything for that matter.
Absolutely.
Do this though, like let's say as opposed to like a professional particular product like that, if you were doing it like an antibacterial soap, now would that dry out? Let's say the softer ones, like the friendly worm.
You are looking for your liquid hand soaps. So that anything antibacterial in a liquid hand soap usually has enough moisture riser in it, whether it's aloe or whether it's something else, it's not going to dry out your toys. So our other question, if I use so many toys and vibrators, will I be able to achieve orgasm with just my man's tongue or penis?
Why not? Sorry, was that too fast?
No.
But expand on that.
Well, why not?
Because that makes sense to me.
What you're going is for the end result. How you get there really doesn't matter. Like I said, it doesn't matter who's driving the bus. So if you're doing manual stimulation, or if you're using a vibrator or a toy, or if you're using a gentleman, your partner, or whatever, as long as they're getting you there, there should be no problem.
That's right. But I think that made sense to me because there's no way a tongue can go as fast as.
So you're wondering if you get like desensitized a little bit.
Yeah.
You're using toys all the time. Would you get desensitized?
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what I think it's about. Like I think that she's like, well, if I'm constantly being like, then how do you, you know what I mean? Then how would just like, you know what I mean? Like.
Well, there's different levels of intensity of everything, and there's a whole nother level of having somebody help you get to the end result.
The end. I love how this is like
the happy ending.
I just say it, orgasm, twitching, whatever.
Well, you don't use the vibrator or the toy for the whole entire
No, you do not.
play date.
No, if you're using it with somebody else, you're not using it for the whole time. But just keep in mind, your whole body is a muscle, and muscles, they expand and contract all the time. So the idea of being able to say that a toy used over and over and over again desensitizes you, no, because your body.
So to the caller, you're okay.
To accept pleasure anytime.
Okay.
That it feels healthy.
And your moods change too, and what works one time may not necessarily work the next time.
I think that when you have somebody there too, it probably adds like a different element that gets you way more. That's right.
Yes. It's a different
Endable.
Yeah.
You're involved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to wrap it up. And welcome back. Well, those were all great questions. The winner of the week this week was from Nadine from Perth, Ontario. Congratulations, you're going to win a fabulous goodie bag from us. Hope you enjoy.
I'm sure she will.
Of course, you'll find us on our website at betterthanchocolateonline.com. And of course, everything you saw today is there as well. Thanks for watching, folks. We'll see you next week.